Now at 5 a.m. on WKYT this morning, new from overnight, Lexington police have arrested another man in connection with the murder of a pizza delivery driver.
Some scary moments for a pilot who had to make an emergency landing in Kentucky yesterday. Coming up, we'll tell you where he was forced to land.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
It's Friday. Good morning and welcome into WKYT This Morning. So glad you're up and at it with us. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Hope your day's off to a great start. Not too bad of a rain problem yesterday.
Well, it's true. We just had that steamy, humid situation going on. We're about to roll into June over the weekend, so let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris and see how that pattern holds.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to hold tight. I mean, today is going to be exactly like yesterday, where some of us pick up rain, some of us do not. But all in all, we're going to be pretty muggy, that is for sure. First Alert Defender live radar. That rain to the north you see is actually moving northbound. That will not affect us anymore. 65 degrees now in Lexington. We're at 68 in Moorhead. You guys in Cynthiana, good morning. We're holding on to temperatures in the mid to upper 60s in the northern zones. That goes for Frankfort and work your way southbound, right around 61 in Pulaski County. 82 by the afternoon. It'll be warm, it'll be muggy. And also, yes, we cannot rule out the chance of a few rumbles of thunder. I've got bad news in the forecast for your weekend, but I've got good news for next week. I'll show you all that in full detail in about 10 minutes.
Well, we'll take the good news first here in a little while. Thank you.
New this morning, we have learned that overnight another arrest was made in the murder of Salahuddin Jidmu. That's a pizza delivery driver in Lexington.
22-year-old Trey Relford has now been arrested and charged with murder, robbery, and evidence tampering. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is live in Lexington with more on this. Hillary, how many people are now charged in Jidmu's murder?
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. There are now 3 people charged in the murder of 22-year-old Salahuddin Jidmu. The newest arrest is 22-year-old Trey Relford, along with 28-year-old Cameron McClellan and 30-year-old Antonio Lewis. Late last night, we picked up the arrest citation for Relford, who is charged with murder, first-degree robbery, and tampering with physical evidence. According to the citation, investigators believe Relford was involved in the intentional death of Jidmu by means of a sharp object. Investigators also say that during the murder, property was stolen from the pizza delivery driver and that Relford helped dispose of evidence from the murder. Back in April, police say Jidmu was delivering pizza to an apartment complex on Trent Circle when he was robbed and stabbed to death. Police found the 22-year-old lying in the breezeway of the apartment. A little more than a week later, McClellan and Lewis were arrested and charged in the murder. Now, this newest arrest in the case, Trey Relford, is scheduled to be arraigned later today here at Fayette County District Court. Live in Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Hillary, thank you very much. A pilot says he is lucky to be alive after he had to make an emergency landing on a Kentucky highway. That happened around 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon on Highway 555, just north of the Bluegrass Parkway in Washington County. The pilot, Robert Kenyon, was flying that plane from Indiana back home to South Carolina. He started having problems at 5,500 feet in the air and made an emergency landing. He narrowly missed 2 cars on the highway. And coming up at 5:30, you'll hear from the pilot of the plane, who says he was following procedures and that helped save his life.
A Pike County man facing attempted murder charges says he's not guilty. 54-year-old Donald May made his first court appearance in the case yesterday. Police went to a home in the Wolf Pit community Wednesday night. They say when they got to the scene, May opened fire on them. Troopers reacted by firing back and hitting May. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Another hearing is scheduled for next week.
It appears the Republican candidate for governor is now set. Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes announced yesterday that a recanvass showed no changes between Matt Bevin and James Comer. Comer asked for the recanvass after losing to Bevin in last week's primary by only 83 votes. Grimes announced no change in the race for state agriculture commissioner as well.
As the chief election official, I could not be more pleased with the responsiveness within which my staff, as well as the County Board of Elections across the Commonwealth.
If Comer does not file for a recount, Bevin will face Jack Conway in the November general election. The deadline to file for a recount is today.
An Eastern Kentucky bank is offering to help those affected by a recent disability payment suspension. Hundreds of clients of Floyd County Attorney Eric Kahn were notified that benefits are being suspended. This was reportedly fallout from a 2013 fraud investigation. Citizens National Bank is giving financial assistance to customers who received a letter from the Social Security Administration. Bank leaders are providing loan payment extensions and refunding some overdraft fees.
So we don't want them at this point to be afraid to come and talk to us as bankers. We all know that when you get in situations like this, people start hiding, they're afraid to come out and talk about it. We're all community people.
And the bank says if you are a customer and would like assistance, stop at one of their locations in 8 Eastern Kentucky counties and bring your letter with you. On WKYT.com, you can find an interactive map of the Kentuckys showing the highest numbers of folks receiving disability payments. Kentucky is the 4th highest state in the country for people receiving these payments.
It's coming up on 5:06 on WKYT this morning, and you can get ready for some spectacular shows next season. Eastern Kentucky University revealed the list of artists and performances that you can expect to see this year. Some of the guests in the lineup include country music singer Vince Gill, a night with Carrie Elwes from the Prince Bride and the Blue Man Group.
This is always the most exciting time of the year because you do kind of spend such a long time. There are things that I've been working on since last September actually. And now we're finally at that point. You kind of keep it under wraps and keep it under wraps, and then there's this big reveal.
And it was a great time at the announcement last night. Very exciting to find out about next season's shows. Fun time. I was there for that, as you may have seen there on the stage.
Interesting. Carrie Elwes. I can't ever say his last name correctly, but I'm glad to see him.
It's going to be fun. Really a
Amazing.
good lineup, educational shows and some fun shows.
Great.
So, yeah.
They always have a lot of entertaining stuff there. Well, it's set to be a busy weekend in Lexington. Several high school graduations will be happening at Rupp Arena. Other events set to start Saturday downtown. Here's a live look from there. Our Triangle Park sky cam right now. Might look quiet at the moment, but later today it's going to be very crowded around there. WKYT's Mark Barber is live with a look at the calendar. When does the first of those high school graduations start today, Mark?
Good morning, Bill. Students at Lafayette High School will be the first to graduate. Their ceremony will start at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Now, traffic in the downtown area will be congested for the next 24 hours or so as 4 more high school graduations are held at Rupp Arena. The ceremony for Tates Creek High School will be later today at 7 p.m. Then on Saturday, students at Bryan Station High School will graduate at 10 a.m. At 1 p.m., Henry Clay High School will hold their ceremony, and the last graduation ceremony will be at 4 p.m. for Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School. Another event adding to the traffic impact this weekend, Bike Lexington. Starting at 8 a.m. on Saturday, there will be activities at the Courthouse Plaza at Main Street and Limestone Street, and then at 10 a.m., their family bike rides will take off. So if you're planning to come downtown this weekend or you're just passing through, you may also want to keep in mind that one lane is closed to traffic between Limestone and Upper Street as construction crews continue to work on that new 21C hotel. So that could be something else that just might slow you down. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right. All excited for those graduates,
That's exciting. Just keep in mind the traffic situation downtown if you're headed down there, but should be an interesting weekend downtown.
Bright futures, I'm sure, for those students. 5:08 is our time, and WKYT this morning, we're just getting started.
For the second year in a row, there are now 2 winners of the Scripps National Spelling Bee. We'll tell you the champions winning words in 5 minutes.
And also ahead this morning, the Internal Revenue Service is coming forward with who they think is responsible for a massive cyber breach. We'll have the details on that coming up in your consumer news.
Overnight rain has already moved on out. Are we looking at more rain for today? I can tell you this, we are for the weekend. I'll show you a pretty wet forecast coming up.